God morning, God morning, God morning. You know, my spiritual mother, Mama Ia, Reverend Dr. Yella Van Sant, may she be blessed all her life, has a saying. The saying is, almost there is a difficult place to be. When you're almost there, you run mile 20 of a marathon and you hit the wall. Almost there. Almost there. It's a difficult place to be. So, why do I say that this morning? Because this morning, let me share on Clubhouse. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me share on Clubhouse. Okay. I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is day 39 of 40 Money Mantras. And it's almost there. Almost there. Almost there. So, in Las Vegas, Nevada, it is 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Let me do a sound check. Let me know that you hear me okay, because I cannot yell because I don't want to disrupt other people around me. um, so please let me know sound is just perfect. And we're going to roll with it. We're almost there, day 39 of 40 Money Mantras. Tomorrow is day 40. Now, we are at the Christian Witches Convention. It's Memorial Day weekend. To all of the people who fought heroically and bravely, all good on Facebook. Okay, good. Thank you, Kim. To all the people who fought bravely all around the world. On Monday, we remember those brave, brave, brave souls, and we are thankful. Oh my God, good morning, good morning. How you loving, how you loving, how you loving, families? I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, good, good. So, what a journey. I am super sleepy. Our flight got in late last night. Well, it got in at like 10 something last night, which is like 1 something a.m. Miami time. So, I have been calibrated to Miami time, and then we got here at like 10 something, but it was really like 1:25. I think we got to bed about 2 in the morning, something like that, by the time we checked in and all of that. So all I can say is good morning, welcome. I am so happy we are here on day 39. Tomorrow we complete day 40. You have another ritual in the bag, 40 days, 8 weeks. We were coming off the 40-day money ritual. We had money uncrossing. You have power tools that you can return to over and over and over again. If you're brand new here, I am Reverend Valerie Love. They call me KAISI, author of over 20 books on practical spirituality, and I'm here for your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Please send your prayers and your love to everyone who is traveling. Please send your blessings to everyone who's getting on a plane, who got on a plane. We began arriving on Tuesday. We'll be here until Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Some are leaving Saturday, some are leaving Sunday, some are leaving Monday. Please send your love. Burn a candle for our event this weekend. Uplift the family, uplift everyone. May the gates of heaven be open to us that we receive our breakthrough. Everyone receives the breakthrough they're looking for. They're looking for a breakthrough. All of us are seeking a breakthrough. And we know it is already done. And what the angels have in store for us this weekend is beyond comprehension. And we're here for all of it. Ashe. Breathe. And now we consider our word for today, day 39, transform. I'm learning a enchanting for you guys. Thank you so much, yours truly. Thank you. Oh, Lorraine Empress, nice to see you from the UK. UK is in the house. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. How you love it, Denosia, Lynn, Selena, all you beautiful people. God's Garden Girl, how you loving, how you loving. It is so, so, so good to see all of you every morning. It's just so good. Let's go on screen share. Smash that like button, baby. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Thank you, Linda. Good morning. Good morning. Love and honor to you today and throughout the weekend. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We receive that in love and we return it to you. We are deeply and profoundly grateful for this opportunity, for this moment that we have to be together. Queen Makita, how you loving? We are here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Day 40. Transform, transform, transform. I am willing. Notice the word there, willing to change. I am willing to transform into a greater container for greater good, success, riches, prosperity, wealth, and abundance. A greater container. The universe needs you to transform, or the universe desires you, urges you, compels you to be willing to transform from a limited vessel to a greater container. I am willing to get over myself. I'm willing to get over myself. That means get over all my fears, get over all the stuff that's going on with me, for me to stand up and be big and do the things that I'm called to do. I'm willing to get over myself. Humble myself. I'm willing to eat the humble pie. I'm willing to leave arrogance, the ego's arrogance in the rear view mirror. I'm willing. And even if I don't know how, my willingness will show me. My willingness will be the beacon that I can follow higher self by. I'm willing to get over myself, humble myself, learn, grow, surrender, understand, practice, pray, meditate, and ultimately align with the divine. I'm willing to transform. I'm willing to transform. Some of us are not willing to transform. We are very resistant. Resistance gets us nothing. It gets us nowhere. Our resistance keeps us stuck. Our resistance keeps us in the same places. What is resistance? Not doing the thing you know to do inside yourself. We're resistant. I've had so many years of resistance, and I promise you that I'm melting the resistance. I am doing everything within me that I know to do, and even beyond what I know to do, by way of surrender to the higher self, to overcome my own resistance, to get over myself so that Christian Witches can be what it is to be, and so that I can do what it is that I am born to do for this movement. Many mothers and fathers are tending this movement. Christian Witches is a movement. I'm willing to transform. I'm willing to get over myself, my own resistance with regard to it. I dropped the old me. Some of us are so married to the old self that we do not want to drop it. We have been habitualized into an identity that is not the true self. I'm willing to transform. I'm willing to drop the old me. I don't need it anymore. I am willing to be my God self so as to experience the fullest expression of life and love I am destined and designed to fulfill and receive. I am willing to be my God self. So many of us just not willing to be the God self because we like being little better. It's easier to be little, not in the long run, because it's extremely painful to try to continue to push a square peg into a round hole. Yet we must be willing to transform into greater vessels, bigger containers. I am willing to be my God self so as to experience the fullest expression of life and love. The fullest expression of life and love. That means all of it. That means all your dreams fulfilled. All your dreams fulfilled. You're destined for that. You're designed to fulfill and receive this. This is what you came here for. I am willing to transform. Hallelujah. Our word today is transform. Today, every time you have the opportunity, just be willing to transform. When you see fear come up, be willing to transform in the moment and let fear go to reveal only love. When we are willing to transform, if we find ourselves today angry or depressed or sad or hurt or lounging around in low vibration frequencies that lift no one, in that moment, be willing to transform. Be willing to climb up the energy ladder to higher frequencies of love, joy, beauty, bliss, ecstasy, enthusiasm, allness, wholeness, freedom, and enchantment is coming to me. Yes. Magic, enchantment, lightness. Be willing to be blissed out when you feel yourself being tugged by the old habitual feelings that we all carry. We carry patterns in consciousness. They're just habits. They can be broken. We can drop the old self. Tell yourself, I'm willing to transform. Tell the whole universe, I'm willing to transform. Notice that the angels put willingness with it. We must be willing. Family, the opposite of willingness is resistance. Resistance is futile. Eventually, you're going to get there anyway. Yet, do you want to get there after years and decades of kicking and screaming and not doing it? Or would you like to do it now and have it now? Be it now. Transform. 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 Tell your neighbor, transform. I'm willing to transform. Tell your neighbor, I'm willing to transform. I'm willing to transform. You see, here's what happens. Oh my goodness. Come on, Tanisha, God's Garden Girl said alchemy. Come on. That is the word precisely, that we are taking base metal, lead, and we are turning it into gold. That is even beyond transformation. That is transmutation. See, when I was in the fundamentalist Christian way of doing things, I'm willing to transform, because that is the only way that I'm going to have my greater yet to be. It's not what do I have to do to get what I want. It's who must I become? Who must I be to match what I am asking for? Who must I be? Must I be bolder? Must I be more courageous? Must I be more focused? Must I be more spirit-filled? Must I be more determined? Must I be more committed? Must I be more worthy and deserving? Must I be more loving? Must I be more joyful? Must I be more enthusiastic? Must I be more confident? Who must I be? What must I be to have that which I am asking for? I know that many of you are asking for very big things, and you shall have all of them. I promise you, you shall have all of them. You shall have the luxurious, wonderful, rich life you've been dreaming of. You shall have it all. You shall have it all. You shall have it all. All the love, all the peace, all the beauty, all the joy, all the abundance, all of it, all the accolades, all of it, all the fulfillment. You will have it all. Yet, here is what must happen: a transformation. When I was coming out of the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses and I was transforming, I had to transform everything. I had to transform my way of speaking. I had to transform my way of thinking. It says renew your mind. Hey Luna, how you loving? How you loving? Luna, I love that. Luna said, "Oh, that's my comment of the morning, Luna." Luna, you blessed my heart this morning. Luna Primrose Shears says, "Love doing morning yoga, and getting pimp slapped by Reverend Love." It's- that's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I had to transform. I had to transform my way of thinking. I had to transform my way of being. I had to transform myself down to my very essence. And when I reached my essence, I saw that my essence was untransformable. Once you get to the essence, it says in today's mantra, look at this word, this line again in today's mantra. It says, I am willing to be my God self. So your God self needs no transformation. Your God self is perfect. Your God self is whole. Your God self knows all. Your God self is all. Your God self is love. You see, you don't have to transform your God self. You got to transform everything that is not aligned with the divine. It's not aligned. That is what must transform. All the things that do not align. Every thought of sadness does not align with the divine. Every thought of fear does not align with the divine. Every thought of shame, guilt, lack, can't do it, don't know how, confusion, they not helping me, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, does not align with the divine. Today, tell yourself, okay, I'm going to transform every thought. When a thought comes up that is sadness, that is fear, that is sickness, that is illness, that is can't do it, confusion, shame, guilt, resistance, I'm going to transform in the moment to a thought that aligns with the divine. I am love. If you have to say that, just say love. Or for me, I just give myself words. I just say youthful, beautiful. Just give yourself words. Because remember, we already talked about the what if. When you play the what if game with yourself, because your subconscious mind does not believe things that you know not to be true. So I just give myself words. I say things like, abundance, elegance, excellence, and opulence. I've been using that for over a decade. It works lovely. Abundance, you can put it in the chat. So many people have used it. As a matter of fact, we are four of us together on a team of many teams. We're in quads in the mastermind. We have several quads in the mastermind. And in these quads in the mastermind, the name of our quad is actually that. The name of our quad is OAEE, opulence, abundance, elegance, excellence. I usually have said it, you can put it in any order you want, whatever order works for you and resonates for you. I said it in the alphabetical order so that I could remember. Abundance, elegance, excellence, opulence, because one day I asked, what did I really want? And I had to get down to the core of what I truly desired in my financial affairs. What did I really want? And that was it. I wanted abundance, elegance, excellence, opulence. Elegance may be the mysterious word there. And what is elegance? Elegance means the greatest result for the least amount of effort. Like water flowing, the flow, the Tao. No fighting, no resistance. Mind like water. So, are we agreeing? Are we agreeing, family? Are we agreeing? When you said, tell your neighbor, I'm willing to transform, Gina, when you said, tell your neighbor, I'm willing to transform, reminded of your phone to Jesus video. We need us to be willing to transform. What was your thoughts, Gina, about the phone and Jesus video? Because, oh my goodness, people on TikTok and on Instagram seem to love it. I haven't put it on Facebook yet. They seem to love it. That was my first pure humor video. I haven't done an only pure humor video. I've never done it before, but people have been telling me for years that I'm funny. So I say, hey, why not use it? Why not use it to spread the message? Because people do love humor and people respond to humor a whole lot better than they respond to um, sometimes just the pure truth. Okay, let me put them in the chat. Abundance, elegance. Let me put it in the chat for us. Excellence, opulence, abundance, more than you require, of all the good you require to live the life you desire. It's overflow. Abundance means it's in every area of your life, an abundance of love, an abundance of peace, an abundance of money that you require in every moment to do everything that you're doing, an abundance of wonderful clothes, an abundance of earrings, abundance of anything that floats your boat. Abundance of whatever is important to you, abundance of relationships, abundance of support, abundance of prospects, abundance of ideas, abundance of creations, abundance of clients, abundance of customers, abundance of people that you teach and share with. That's abundance. Elegance. Elegance means the greatest result for the least amount of effort. When you are taking the elegant path, you are never overworking, you are never burnt out, you are never overexerting yourself, because elegance says that you have the wind of the universe at your back and you are aligned with the divine. You would have to be more aligned with the divine in order to experience elegance than the others, because it is flow of the Tao. Which way is the universe flowing, and which way am I to flow with the universe? That's elegance. It's the water flowing from the mountaintop all the way to the ocean. That is elegance. You never saw a drop of water struggle. You never saw a rushing river come to rocks and fight the rocks and beat the rocks. They just go around and up and over water. Mind like water. That is elegance. Okay? Yes. Excellence. What is excellence? I found out that I was part of my resistance game. Does anybody know this resistance game? Part of the resistance game is that you love to procrastinate. Is that part of your resistance game? I got my hands up because that's my confession. Part of my resistance game is that I like to procrastinate on things that are really important. And I'm going to have to do them anyway. Part of my resistance game is that I like to be in perfectionism. And before releasing my things to the universe, say, no, I've just got to do a little bit more to it. No, I just got to do a little bit more to it. And sometimes when I really want to be resistant, my procrastination plays with my perfectionism and keeps me locked and my creation's not in the world. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Or maybe I'm the only crazy one here. I think y'all ascended already. You came here to show up to help me. Does your perfectionism play with your procrastination? They're like playmates. They get together. They're like, hey, we're going to keep her really stuck. Let's do it. The perfectionism, got to do it perfect. And the procrastination, not doing it. Oh I gotta get to that. Oh, you're well-meaning. Oh, you have such high hopes. You have such big intentions. You wrote down your intentions, and you're still not doing it. No worries. We have something for all that. No worries. No worries. We have something for all of that. So I asked for, here's a solution. Because I'm a solutions gal. I don't want to just talk about a problem. My mother said, if you're talking about a problem and you don't present a solution, that is called complaining. If you talk about a problem without a solution, you don't present, you just came in here to tell us what you didn't like without presenting a solution with it, then you're complaining. And you know what my mother also said? No one respects, complainers are always heard, but they're never respected. That's what she taught us. If you're going to talk about something, bring some solutions to the table. My mama was a super practical woman when she was in this life. God bless her and rise her forever and ever, her and all my ancestors. Mom didn't play that. So, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to honor my mother and my father, my ancestors. Hey, Dad. How you doing, Dad? Mom said, so here's a solution. The perfectionism resistance game. Come on, Danelle's here. Do you know that game? Oh, that we just going back and forth with myself. And what do I notice? Maybe I don't even know I'm in the game. I don't have awareness. Go to yesterday. I don't even have awareness that I'm in the game. Yet I see that I am not doing the big scary things I'm here to do. Right, Darla? I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. You don't have to know that you're in the perfectionism resistance game. You don't have that. You just have to see that you're not doing the things you know you came here to do. You're not doing them. Well, there's a reason why you're not doing them, because you're playing the fear resistance game. That's the game you're playing. You're not playing the love game, right? Right, Black women stand up. We're not playing the love game. We're playing the fear resistance game. So here is the solution. The solution to perfectionism is excellence. Yep, God's garden girl. Oh, the family knows what I'm talking about. Family. Oh my God. And we can overcome it because that's what we came here to do. That's what we came here to do. Okay. Here's what you do. Here is what you do. By the way, I gotta show y'all the view outside of the window because when I woke up this morning, it was 5 a.m. Vegas time. Because we're here for the event, right? It was 5 a.m. Vegas time. And when I looked out the window, I was like, oh, it was already light. And you get the view. Let me show you the view for a quick minute. Let me just show you the view for a quick second. Then I'm going to tell you about it. You see the mountains. Okay. Just had to show you that for a second. Okay. Because I love to share. Okay, so now here's how you get over. Here's how you get out of the fear resistance game. So that you can play the love game. Because you know what? The love game is so much more fun. The love game is freedom. The love game is abundance. The love game is joy. The love game is bliss. The love game is perfection. The love game is lovely. Black women stand up. Ouch, 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 ouch. Right? And you know what? Black women stand up. I love the acknowledgement. Because when we acknowledge it, we can start moving. We can start moving. Okay. Here's the solution. Here's the solution to procrastination and perfectionism. Excellence. How? How does excellence work? And by the way, family, you don't have to be any religion, you don't have to be any creed, any color, any culture. You don't have to be any of that to follow these things because these are timeless principles that work for every single person that dares to employ them. I began to live a very principle centered life thanks to Dr. Stephen Covey. God bless his soul. He is now with the ancestors. And thank you, Dr. Stephen Covey, for doing so much for humanity as a conscious agent that lives on in the minds and hearts of billions of people. Dr. Stephen Covey taught you to live a principled life. He taught you to live a life of principle. And what does that mean? It means it builds strong character. So here is, and that you come out of fear and you come into love. Love is one of the most foundational, rooting, firming energies you can be in. People who are solidly in love cannot be moved. As Maya Angelou said, thank you for also gracing us with your presence today, Mother Maya. God bless your soul forever. May you rise and be blessed forever and ever, living on in the hearts and souls of billions of people, Mother Maya Angelou. She said, I shall not be moved. That's what she said. She said, I shall not be moved. Why? Because she was rooted in love, truth. She was when she was in this incarnation, she was a giant, a stately oak tree. That was Mother Maya in her latest incarnation, right? A stately oak tree, head up, crown on, that did not abide foolishness, elevated. I shall not be moved. Here is the solution to perfectionism, excellence. Why is excellence the solution? Excellence is the solution because what is excellence? Excellence says I am doing the very best I can in each moment. Period. That is all that's required of you. Do the best you can, release it to the universe. Do the best you can, release it to the universe. Do the best you can, release it to the universe. I came in this room and I'm looking around. There's not a lot of options to do this live stream. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find the best that I can considering all the circumstances here, and I'm going to release the video. I'm not going to say I can't do it today because, and we got to put it off to another day because that would be perfectionism. I can't do it today because I'm sleepy. I was on a flight all night long. I was late. I can't do it today because I can't do it because the room doesn't have the right lighting. The room don't have the right lighting. I bought a light. I'm going to do it. You get to do it the best you can in every moment and release it to the universe. Do it the best you can and release it to the universe. Why is doing the best you can and releasing it to the universe the response or the solution? When we say solution, we mean spiritually, that is alchemy. It's disintegrating fear and perfectionism. That's how I can move so quickly, and that's how I can do so many things, and that's how Spirit has granted me to be able to write so many books and create so many videos and be such a prolific creator. Why? Because I just bring excellence and I release it to the universe. What happens then? I learned that the 4 agreements, do your best. Boom. Boom. The Toltecs agree. That's a Toltec wisdom book. Don Miguel Ruiz agrees. Love the 4 agreements. Do the very best you can in every moment with what you're doing. Do the very best to write the best book that you can, then release it to the universe. Perfectionism says that there is inherently something wrong with you, so there's inherently something wrong with your creations. It's not good yet. I still have to tweak it. You're an endless tweaker. Tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, baby, that's fear. You tweak it and tweak it. You've been tweaking that book for 10 years. Baby, that's fear. You haven't gone, okay, thank you, Spirit. Who's the poet here? You haven't gone to open mic night yet. Oh, damn, somebody is here that is a poet. You haven't gone to open mic night yet because you think that you have, I don't know if that's for Denelzi or who is this for? I think this is for Denelzi, but I'm not going to say who it's for. I'm going to let you call yourself out. I see you. Spirit is telling me that I see poetry. I see you haven't gone to open mic night yet and release that poetry because you are infinitely tweaking it. You're infinitely tweaking it. If you do every act great, you can't be but great. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're endlessly tweaking it. Don't tweak that poem anymore. I see it. Don't tweak that poem anymore. Get up next time. You go to open mic night next week. I think it's on Tuesday. You go to open mic night. Who am I talking to? And you go there, you put your name on the thing, and you deliver the poem as it is. Take your paper up there if you have to and read it. At least you did it. You released your stuff into the world. See, you've got to release your creations into the world. No one asked for your creations to be perfect. I got 1,600 and I think 15 videos on YouTube. Not a nail one of them is perfect. Not one. I never made a perfect video. I never made a perfect video. If I was waiting to make the perfect video, if I was endlessly tweaking, there would not be almost 2,000 videos on YouTube as a library that you could come to at any time of my own journey and what I learned along it. I'm going to share it all with you. And if it helps you, beautiful. Why there would be videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. There's videos I even forgot. Remember that old thing we used to have? We used to have some old platforms where you did videos and all those things. There's videos of me everywhere. Why? Because I don't insist on perfection. I insist on let me do the very best I can. Now, here's why. Let's go a little deeper because everything is nuanced and we're masters here. We are master magicians, witches, wizards, alchemists, warlocks. We are masters of our craft. We are master spiritual practitioners. Let's go into the nuance. Here's why you have not brought forth excellence. Are you ready? Because excellence requires all of your focus in the moment, and most of y'all have the focus of a goldfish, 6 seconds. Ooh, you can't have excellence without focus. Why? Because excellence means I brought all of me to this thing and I did the very best I could in the moment, and then I released it to the universe. Say it with your chest. You see, you can't do that if you're holding the baby and calling the dog and get down from there and getting the toddler and writing a couple of words of your book and trying to figure out your business and boo, turn off the stove, and that you ain't in excellence. You're not in excellence. You're not. That's not an indictment. That's a statement of awareness. You can't be excellent because you didn't bring all of you to the thing. I'm telling you, that's the only way I meet excellence in my writing. This book, the Witch book, is probably one of the best books that I've ever written in the way that it's unfolding, pardon me, because I wrote it in excellence. I had to bring all of me to put the phone away. Some days I didn't even know where my phone was. Highly productive people, super rich people. I had a mentor, Sam Ovens. He made over $1 million a day. First, he made 6 figures a year, then he made 6 figures a month, then he was making 6 figures a day. And he just kept going in that trajectory. And soon he was making $1 million a day. And this is what he said. He said the very, very uber successful, uber rich people that he hung out with, not all of them, they didn't know where their phone was most of the time. And most of the time their phone was on airplane mode. But I've seen a lot of poor, broke, can't do nothing people that are on their phone all day. Wouldn't think of putting their phone on airplane mode. Mine, sometimes I just switch it off and put it somewhere. Wouldn't think of living life without notifications and dings and dongs and bells and whistles because you're going to miss something. You can't be in excellence with notifications on. There ain't one notification on for this whole entire thing called a phone. I like my crystal on my phone, energizing my phone and coding my phone with the high frequencies and not letting the phone try to send some frequencies to me that I don't want. Why do you have notifications on? All the apps want notifications. Notifications means, can we disturb you? Notifications means, can we break your focus so you are never excellent at anything? That's what notifications means. And some of y'all got so many damn notifications and you don't want to miss a notification because you think if you miss a notification, it's like you when you were a kid and didn't want to take a nap. You thought you was going to miss something. You didn't want to go to bed and all the adults are up and you were super sleepy. You were falling asleep on the sofa and mom said, go get into bed. It was Friday night and you were watching TV and you were falling. You were losing it. Go get into bed now. I might miss something. Got on all those notifications because you might miss something. What are you going to miss except your own focus and your own excellence? What are you going to miss? I promise you, all the Facebook posts will still be there. All your friends are still posting selfies. It'll still be there when you get there. Why do you need a notification? Why do you need a notification for anything? I still haven't figured that out. Why do people need notifications? What is so important about that? Your destiny is the most important thing. That's what you came here for. Turn notifications on for you. Go in your brain and turn on your own notifications and say, notify me every time I have a loving thought to go and sit down and write books or create a video or create a coaching program or create. Put notifications on yourself. How about say, so Spirit, I want notifications from you every time I need to go and do something spectacular for someone else to serve the universe and uplift the consciousness of humanity. Isn't that what notifications are? I have no notifications on for anything. For what? They're evil. And do you not see that they are keeping you little? They are keeping you distracted. They're keeping your focus that of a goldfish. You cannot write your epic book, your magnum opus. You cannot write your best. You cannot write the best poetry. You cannot create the next beautiful song, the next whatever you create, fashion, choreography, gardening, magic, a ritual. Are you in a ritual with notifications on? in our Venus ritual on Friday, tomorrow, nobody's going to have notifications on the phones. Are not even going to be on at all. Do you have anything on in a ritual? By the way, I'm going to tell you something, family. You need to get into the circle and let us know if you want to come to the Christian Witches Convention, because I'm feeling there's some people that really need to be here, and you really need to be in the ritual tomorrow with us. You can drive to damn Vegas. It's in the United States now. I know, granted, you can't drive to Greece, you can't drive to Italy, you can't drive to, Egypt. You can't drive on a cruise with us in November. You can't drive to Hawaii. We're going to Kauai. You can go free if you want. That's all on my website, ValerieLove.com, global events. You can't drive to any of these things. You can drive to Vegas. Yes, you can. And you can still make it in time for the ritual tomorrow. That's going to be for your love and money. Venus ritual on Friday. It's not until Friday afternoon. You can make it. You can do it. It's a decision. It's a decision, family. It's not about money. It's not about time and kids and who gonna do this and who gonna do that. It's not about any of that. It's about a decision. You make a decision and the universe supports you. I'm going there. And then the stuff shows up on the way. 1 year, and then we're going to wrap it up with excellence. 1 year, I wanted to drive cross country. And I've been wanting to drive cross country. I've been wanting to drive cross country. I've been wanting to drive across this beautiful country, United States of America, because it's just so beautiful, so many amazing things. Not because the whole story of the United States is a story that I love, because I really don't, because the nature, just the natural formations of this landmass is magnificent. The natural parks, the Grand Canyon, the beaches, this is a beautiful landmass. The whole story of America, I don't buy it. Yet, I mean, everybody's got a story. So I don't have any problem with people making up their own stories, right? Every great nation has an origin story, right? And they beat their chest with the origin story, America. That wasn't why I wanted to drive across America. I wanted to drive across America to meet beautiful people, and that are all religions, all creeds, all colors, all shapes, all sizes, all ages, all everything, all sexual orientations, all of it, all of it. I wanted to meet beautiful people. Number one. I wanted to have an adventure. No, actually, adventure was number one. I wanted to have a grand adventure on the hero's quest. I have been wanting to do this for so long. I've been wanting to drive cross country for so long. Just like get in a car. I want to do the RV. I wanted to have all my kids. We'll probably still do it. My kids, kids, and all that. Except I need somebody to really take care of the RV, because I'm not doing all that, right? I need some manly men to take care of all the things, right? Because I'm not doing all the tents and the trash and emptying the tanks and the gas. I don't do those things. I'm such a goddess and a diva. So we need the manly men to do all those things. So we'll call all the men and ask them to do these things for us, right? Well, actually, the men that I'm around, we don't even have to ask them to do it. They just jump in and they just do all the things. I love it. Well, I wanted to drive cross country for years. Finally, one summer, I said to my daughter, we're doing it. This is the summer that we go cross country, that we drive cross country. She was like, okay, my kids are used to me and my adventures. Okay. I don't know what this is going to mean, but okay. Because they know it's going to be tons of fun whenever we go on road trip. Tons of fun. I love that meme on Facebook that says when you go on a road trip and you go into the store, the back seat ought to look like you let 3 or 4 7 and 8-year-olds loose with your credit card in the supermarket. That's what the back seat ought to look like. The cooler's full of all kinds of drinks, and you got all these chips and nuts and seeds and just everything, right? So fun, the road trip. Okay, so we're on this road trip. Now, mind you, here was the only issue with the road trip. Yes, cross country, so fun. Here was the only issue with the road trip. I did this years ago. My daughter was in middle school when I did this. She just graduated college. The only problem, there was only one, well, it wasn't a problem. There was only one issue with the road trip. I ain't had no money. So I'm trying to make money. But money ain't going to stop me. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to ain't had no money to go on this road trip. So I scraped together enough money to rent the car, right? Because you got to have a really good car to go across country, unlimited mileage, right? I ain't had no money. It's a wonderful invention to Delzia. I ain't had enough money for this road trip. I did not have enough money for this road trip. But something you want to know about me, I will leave the house and strike out whether I have money or not. And the money just better catch up with me and better meet me when I get there. Well, I blessed the car and I blessed that. Me and her, we pack all our stuff in this car and we're going to drive. Mind you, I'm going to do 6,000 miles of driving because we were living in Maryland at the time. And something told me, now, in addition to the adventure and in addition to this dream of cross country and meeting these amazing people and seeing the landscape and being inspired, in addition to all of that, something in me said, go to the other ocean. So literally something in me told me to drive all the way to the ocean. And then it didn't tell me what to do after that, just go. So I knew that meant Venice Beach because Venice Beach is a big deal for me. I freaking love Venice Beach. It's a big deal for me. So when it said drive to the ocean, I knew what it was talking about. And we drove and I got all the way to the ocean. I stood there and looked out at Venice Beach and just tears, right? Well, I didn't have enough money for this road trip. You know, people don't go places. Lorena, Prince, you like this? People don't go places because they can't see how they would be taken care of with the resources that they have. So they let the limited resources that they have dictate what they do. That's a big mistake. I'm going to say that again because it's going to freeze some of you. You're looking at your limited resources and they look like you can't do it, so you don't do it. You can't see the universe's resources are infinite, far beyond yours, far beyond anything that you can conceive of, and that you are taken care of wherever you go. So I had to learn that. How did I learn it? By doing it. I didn't learn it by sitting in my house and thinking about it. Hell, Skip, I learned that thing with so much fear coming up, literally driving my car and like, ain't no money. So there was one thing I had. The widow, Elijah asked her, what do you have in your house? And I remembered I had this big, the bag purse looks like a fortune cookie purse. It's such a cute purse. And we always put our change in it. We always put our change in it. They had quarters, nickels, dimes. This is back in the day when people actually used to use cash. It was heavy. It was full of change. And I said, okay, well, I have this. I had enough to rent the car, fill it up with gas, and get a little bit of food. After that, it was a dunner. As far as I could see. I'm going anyway. I'm going out on this hero's quest. Come on, Veronica, here we go. Me and Veronica get in the car, and that little tank of gas, it didn't last very long, right? Maybe, I don't know, 300, 400 miles, whatever. We stop and get some little breakfast. And then, in the moment, you always have what you require in the moment. It's us looking to what we think is the future, even though space-time is a construct. Space-time is not real. Time is an illusion, it's a construct. Even the quantum physicists are telling us we now have the mathematical equations to prove that space-time is not real. The universe is not real. The 3 physicists who received the Nobel Prize last year received it for proving that the universe, that this thing is not real. That's what they proved. They've already proven that. It hasn't permeated, not permutated. It hasn't permeated throughout the consciousness of all people yet, because we still kind of think in a Newtonian fashion that things are like machines and that things are linear and that first we do 1, then we do 2, then we do 3. The universe doesn't work like that at all. So it's always the now for the universe. The universe doesn't have a timeline. There's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. There's no next week or next year. So it's always now. And right now, you always have everything you require. There's no need. There is nothing that you have need of You don't need anything. You're complete, you're whole, you're here, you're perfect, everything is well. But our minds would erase to the first of the month. Our minds would erase to next week. Our minds would, you're not there, you're here. And when you look around, you have everything you require. What would make you think, other than the crazed, insane, egoic mind, that if you get to next week, somehow you're not going to be taken care of? That is the insanity of the ego. First, it believes in something that's not true, space time. Then it believes that at some future unspecified time in the construct, you won't have what you need. I had to bust through that. I had to bust through that. I will leave the house with no money in a heartbeat. Where are we going? Because something's going to show up for me somewhere. Something is going to work. Because where I am is the abundance. I'm going. And heaven is scrambling. Oh, she on the move. We better get her some money. Damn, Skippy. Oh, I get real demanding. Car is going to need to be filled up, universe. And you seen my bank account. See, I'm like Kevin Hart out in these streets. I got a checking and a savings. Okay, so I blessed the car. We got our little breakfast. We got our first little bit of gas. Then after that, I can't really see anything. Looks like a cliff after that. Ever been there? That what looks like is coming looks like a cliff. You're just going to drive straight off the cliff. Has anyone ever seen the cliff? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, good. I'm talking to the right people. Ain't nothing after there's a point that you can see to, and after that, nothing. I can't see nothing. But me and my dumb ass, or me and my aligned ass, I would just keep going because something's going to appear, like Indiana Jones in his movie. It was a big cliff and he couldn't see to the other side. And he threw some sand out and he saw a path appeared. But the path didn't appear until he actually put his foot on it. And then it was like, pew. That's how it works. You can't see it from where you're sitting. And why should you? Why should you have money if you ain't doing nothing? Why should resources show up for you if you're sitting on the sofa waiting for them to show up? You're waiting for things to show up so you can get up and go do things. And I'm telling you, it's the reverse. You get up and go do things, and that's what makes the resources show up. People don't believe me. It's super scary because you'll be like literally looking at your bank account and looking at what you're doing, and they don't match. You're doing something super big, and your bank account don't look like it can match. And somehow it works out perfectly. Somehow you're taken care of. Somehow you have food. Somehow you have shelter. Somehow you have everything you're supposed to have, because you can't not have everything that you're supposed to have in every moment. It can't not happen. Okay. So I'm driving, and I say to this car, the universe as this car, universe. Now I am willing to drive cross country, fulfill this dream. I got the inspiration. I know now's the time to do it. I'm aligned. We're doing it. Yes, it's big and scary because I can't see where the resources are going to come from. I can't see this. All right, just take the next step. Just put your foot out there across the cliff, and something will happen, right? So this was my blessing for the car. I declare every single time I pull up to a gas station, so you need to declare and decree the truth over yourself and all of your belongings. I spelled that car. I decree and declare that every time I pull this car up to a gas station, it is filled with gas. And I didn't know how that was going to happen. That's exactly what happened. I would be pulling up to a gas station and don't have no money. I'm like, we on fumes. And we got another 600 miles to go before we stop for a break. I would pull up to the gas station and somehow that car would get full of gas and I would drive off happy. Baby, universe, I didn't come here to be no punk. Give me what I need. I'm going to do the job. Give me what I need. Please exercise your badassery. And I promise you, family, some of you haven't said yes to a trip yet because you're looking at your limited resources and you think, I don't have it. You're never going to have it. That's what that thought brings, because Christ said, to him that has, even more will be given him. Do you know how much I gained on that trip? Because I had the knowing. I didn't have the resources. I had resourcefulness. These are two different things. You don't have to have resources. I didn't have resources. I had resourcefulness. And all along, I'm seeing, who can I serve? What client can I help? What new client can I bring on? We were on the road for days going, stayed at hotels. Matter of fact, when we reached Vegas, we stayed at the very same hotel I'm staying at right now. And I just had to smile at Spirit because we checked in and I got it super cheap online with some deal or discount. You know how they have all these deals and Groupons and all that. I got the hotel room for one night for us. Then got to the front desk and they said there'll be a resort fee of $15.95 per month. And I was not prepared for that. I was like, okay, give me a minute. Now the resort fee is something like $35, $40 a night. I was not prepared for $15.95. Okay, give me a minute. And you know what? I had it. Okay, here's $15.95. I had it. Every time you get into these experiences, you pay it. You have it. Why? Because you are a font of the universal mind. You are a fountain of the universal abundance. You have it. You have it. You just can't see that you have it because you're not doing the big, scary things. You're not putting yourself in a position where you have to do it. You're staying safe, playing small, being little. That's not going to get you a life of magnificence, beloved. Right? It's just not going to get you a life of magnificence. Okay. So we drive all the way to the ocean. We go to Hollywood Hills. Oh, we see all these things away on the road trip. And back then, one of me and my daughter's favorite movies was Michael, where who's that dude that used to be John Travolta plays the Archangel Michael? The thing is hilarious. Oh my goodness. He's like this angel that came to earth and he got these wings on and he's like scratching his butt and drinking beer and whatnot. And they're like, you're an angel? Yeah, every time he comes around, it's like, what's that good smell? It smells like cupcakes. It smells like cookies. It smells like my mom's apple pie is just oozing off him, wafting off him because he's an angel, right? All the women want to sex him. They're like, all the women are like, oh my goodness, you're just irresistible. He's like, yeah, I'm an angel, you know? And the movie is hilarious. And in the movie, they're on a road trip. And that's one of our favorite movies of all time, along with watch it this weekend with your kids. Just pull up the old movie called Michael with John Travolta. What a profound movie and what a profound ending. So profound, super magical. Okay. So we were like that movie. And that movie really inspired us so much to go ahead and just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't be afraid. Don't stop. Don't turn back. Like most people are like mice. They get to the hole in the wall, the little hole that they were living in, and they look out and they see a big cat and they don't run for it. I see the big cat and I just run like hell. I can't go back in that little hole. I'm not made to live in a hole in the wall. Neither are you. We're not meant to, right? So we go across the whole country. Everything appears. Of course it does. Everything appears. I'm just talking to myself. Everything appears right at the perfect time in perfect ways beyond what I could even have thought. Resources reveal themselves. Things reveal themselves that I would never seen if I had stayed home and said, if I had made my decision based on the resources. I don't make decisions based on resources. I make decisions based on the vision, the alignment, the God self. That's what I make decisions based on. And it's a difficult way to live. It's extremely challenging to the little human. Your little human will be in terror in some moments, like survival. That's what makes you get all that survival stuff out of your consciousness. We're like, We got so much survival encoded in there, right? You love that movie, Luna? Oh my God, it's one of my favorite movies. You know how we have a lot of survival encoded in there because that's what we've been taught. You were not born with that survival in there. That was programmed in, it was added. Delete that program. There's survival consciousness keeps you out of abundance. Delete it, erase it. And so the survival was so strong that I had to disprove the survival. And that's how it began to lose its grip on my consciousness. It was gripped on like this survival. I gotta survive. And you know, when you have things like that so deeply embedded and gripped onto your consciousness, you have to do big, bold things for it to disintegrate and release and evaporate so that you can be who you are created to be. Now, let's conclude with this. I took that little bag of change. It probably was like $20, $30 in there, whatever. Me and Veronica never missed a meal. We never missed a good hotel stay, a good night's sleep in a good bed. We never missed a fill up of the car. We never missed an adventure on the way. We went all the way to Venice Beach. We came all the way back. We met amazing people. And we turned into more amazing people. None of which would have happened if and who did we become? Who did I become? What did I prove to myself? What lies did I vanquish in my own consciousness? What kind of, let's go to our word for the day, transformation occurred? See, I was willing to transform. I couldn't live that little limited life. Let's come back to excellence and tie it with a pretty bow. Excellence says, I will give my all. I will bring my all. I will do my best. I will release it to the universe, and I will expect the best. See, some of you short circuit it because you give your best, but then you don't expect the best. Keep it going. Give your best and expect the best. Demand the best because you gave your best. So now, because you gave your best, you were in a position to demand the best of the universe. I love you. Family, get in the class because I'm telling you something. This class is absolutely filling up, and I love that. You know why? Go to valerielove.com/classes because you know what I love about this class filling up? I'm going to put the link in the chat so that you can go straight to the class and enroll for this class, that you can register for this class. I'm going to teach you to use the artificial intelligence as your research assistant, writing assistant, and this is what we're going to do. You are going to write your book in one day. One day. I'm going to get you royalty ready in one day. You're going to write your book in one day, skyrocket your profits, skyrocket your royalties, because we're going to use the artificial intelligence. And I showed, countdown timer is going. And I give you the schedule for the day. There's our schedule. Many of you have already registered. Many of our peeps have already registered. And I'm telling you something. Don't not be there live. Sometimes you have to clear what you're doing in order to get what you want. You've got to transform. If you say, I'm going to be doing something that day, move it. I do radical things like that because I want radical results. Move it, change it. Go to the people, not just break your agreements. We don't do that. Go to the people and say, there is something very important. My coach is teaching us all how to make $10,000 plus per month on repeat income. I'm not talking about active income. I'm talking about repeat recurring income that happens in the background. In addition to all the other income that you're creating, at least make it a floor. Make the floor $10,000 plus per month. I made that my floor a long time ago. I can't live on nothing less than that. It's just multiple 5 figures per month and beyond. How can you live well on anything less than that, okay? Make $10,000 a month, repeat income, repeat income. So all our programs for that. That's what all our programs is for. As a matter of fact, if you go to that page, and what does your life look like if you have $10,000 plus per month coming in? Here is what it says. Coaches, energy healers, authors, and spiritpreneurs. Let's get you to $10,000 plus per month doing what you love and fast. That's what all these classes are for. That's what it's for, to get you to $10,000 plus per month. What is your life like on $10,000 plus per month? Repeat income, repeat income. Now I'm going to show you how to get a deal. I'm going to show you how to get a deal. Here's how you get a deal. If you go to Valerie.com/classes, if you go to, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put that in the chat too. Here's how to get the deal. How to get the deal on the Your Book in One Day virtual workshop. Oh my God. Your book in one day. We ain't procrastinating. That's how you trash procrastination. That's how you slay procrastination. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get a deal because I love deals. Go right here to this class. Make thousands more in book royalties without running ads. How to get Amazon to fall in love with your books. If you get Amazon to fall in love with your books, you could take your book royalties from $50 up to $500. You could 10x your royalties. Would you love doing that? 10x your book royalties. Well, now, if you get this class right here, how to get Amazon to fall in love with your books, get it right here. You click on this, give me the secrets now, and you go to this page. This page is going to get you that masterclass, and that masterclass, as you can see, is only $44. Super inexpensive, right? It's only $44. If you want some others, if you want the bundle, you can get the bundle. If you want more, you can get more. Once you get that $44 masterclass, this one right here, the Amazon masterclass, you're going to get instant access. Go inside this masterclass, and inside the masterclass is a link to get the other class for only $55. I'm going to say that again. If you go inside this masterclass, everyone who has the Amazon masterclass gets the Your Book in One Day workshop, not for $99, but for only $55. That means you get both for $99. Now, you don't need to have one to have the other because each of the classes are standalone. You don't need to be an author or ready for any of these classes. You need willingness to transform. You need to be willing to transform. So you want to get yourself in the one-day workshop because spaces are going fast. People are just registering every day. And I love that about our master classes. They just register. And probably almost all of the people that were in the Amazon class are registering for this. But remember, our space is limited. Our seating is limited in the live because the Zoom can only hold a certain amount of live people. And if you want to be there live, then you need to get your class right away. If you're going to be on the recording, even still, you want to get your class right away because procrastination, we're not playing the procrastination dance. We're not doing that. We just talked about that, right? So I'm going to show you again. If you get this class, everyone who has this class, you will get instant access to the course. Just get this class for $44. I'm showing you how to save money with my stuff, because I love saving money. And I know my peeps love saving money too and getting a good value, right? A good deal. I love good deals. Get this Amazon Masterclass for only $44. You'll get instant access to it. Go in the class, take the class, and then you'll see lesson 3. Lesson 1 is the masterclass itself. Lesson 2 is your Book Empire Resource Library, which is your bonus. And lesson 3 is your link, how to register for the one-day virtual workshop for only $55. Now, why did I put it in the course? So if you buy this course, you'll get the one-day workshop for only $55. That's not on the public website. You won't see it on the public website. The public website, straight from my website, says $99. And it is worth thousands because you're going to go ahead and you're going to write your books and make these royalties, get this money popping, and stop talking about the money story. Get the money popping, right? Now, you're going to get both then for $99 because $44.55 is $99. Now, that's a deal. And why did we set it up that way? I set it up that way for a couple of reasons. One reason I set it up that way, how you loving, Tammy, how you loving, how you loving. One of the reasons I set it up that way is because I want you to log into your course, and I want you to keep going into the course and watch it 7 times. And I know many of you may not do that because guess what? I have a count on how many times it's watched. I can see the numbers. So I know if you watched our masterclass 7 times or not. Any masterclass you have of mine watched 7 times or more, you cannot get it on one go round. You cannot get it all on one go round. You cannot. It's too much information. You cannot get it on one go round. It'll be overload. So this is why I make you come back in. This is why I make you come back into the course again. I give you another reason to go back into the course. A good deal will make you go back into the course. Saving money, right? A good value. So go into your Amazon course. If you've never gone into the actual Amazon course and you bought it, all good, go to the email we sent you. We sent you an email and you just use the button in the email and go to the course. Log into your course. When you log into your course, you'll see the link. This link is not public. This link is available only to you if you took the Amazon course. Okay? And that way you can get both for only $99. Now, if you don't want the Amazon course and you just want the one-day virtual workshop, get that. Only $99. I promise you. This thing is going to be so freaking amazing. Your book in one day. Do you know how much I love that? I've been looking for a way to help authors get over a whole lot of the pain and and writing all the words. You don't have to do that anymore. This is a coach's dream. This is a coach's dream. I'm a coach and a teacher. This is my dream. This is it. My dream of helping you. Get there. Do it. Okay, so go to ValerieLove.com. Get yourself in the class today. Don't procrastinate another day. I'm telling you, family, don't listen. Don't wait. Don't listen to the lower mind. The lower mind will keep you broke, busted, disgusted, and lack limitation, out of the love, argue with yourself and everyone you care about, and at the end sick and laying in bed and depressed. That's what the lower mind will give you. That's the best it can do. Okay? Instead, because our word for today is transform. I'm willing to transform. Because that is our word for today, I'm willing to transform. Then you are going to be your God self. We're at the Christian Witches Convention this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. We freaking love you. Please send your prayers and your love and your candle burnings to everyone traveling to the event this weekend. Thank you for holding us in your heart and in your prayers and on your altars. Thank you. Peace. Peace. KAISI out.